What's up, guys? It's McNulty here. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing well and have been enjoying the weekend, but not too much, if you know what I mean. So, what is up with all the freaking gorgeous women that have been dropping into the portals? I mean, we had Maple yesterday, and today we've got a sultry-looking Asian princess with a whip in her hand. I mean, if that is not pushing some buttons for some people, then I do not know what planet you guys are living on. She is obviously tempting, and she is our newest hero. She's available for the first time ever in the Three Kingdoms summon. And with the Three Kingdoms summon, that means that the Three Kingdoms War is coming. And let me just double check. Not that one. Let me just double check where I'm at. So I've been assigned to the Wei Kingdom. I feel like I was Wei last time, I'm Wei this time. But to be fair, my last War of Three Kingdoms was actually really good. It was my first, I think, ever 12 for 12, which is awesome. So yeah, Wei Kingdom is definitely going to smash it up this War of Three Kingdoms. Let me know who you're with. Shu, I feel like Shu always edges it. I forgot to double check last time whether Shu won or not, but like I'll be on it this time. Honestly, the next video I'm going to share who won, and we're going to target some people. But let me know who you're with, and let me know your quirky names for your groups once the War of Three Kingdoms begins as well. Right, so let's jump into the portal. We'll have a look at our swanky looking Asian princess. Obviously, we do have the Red Lucky Summon as well, so I believe they have changed things up a little bit, but I'm pretty scared with this one. I haven't seen the featured offer. In fact, I didn't check it in game. Let me just double check. It usually pitches up. I don't know if they're doing the offer at the moment, but I'm pretty sure that we will see it. I think they may be holding off until tomorrow, because there's like a $10 offer where you get like 140 of those coins. But I haven't seen that. But the first one that I did, I got the freaking bear. And since then, I've been very, very reluctant to do it. So you should be able to collect. I'll probably be up to nearly 100 at this summon. But I'm wanting to see one where there's better featured heroes, to be honest. There's quite a few in here that I would not be too happy about getting. I think because I've got Erniang, obviously Erniang's pretty decent, but not as good as some of the rest. I don't think I'd be happy with any of the ones I'm looking at now. So I've got Tang already, although he is good. I probably wouldn't want Scorpion Lady, so it'd probably be like 3 of these guys. I wouldn't mind the costume for Lu Bu, but like, and maybe also Sun Quan. But other than that, like, yeah, it's probably not worth going for me personally. For you, it may be, but this bloody bear, he needs to get out. Honestly, they need to put Dia-chan and, you know, the rest of the bunch that has costumes in here. Anyways, I want to look at the new hero, because obviously the new heroes in this portal are ridiculously good. Son Jiang and Ruan Zhaokui are both featured, and both probably some of the most impactful heroes that we have in the game at the moment. So Sun Erniang has a lot to live up to, and looks-wise, she's absolutely incredible. We won't dwell on that for too long. We'll start off with the class. So she is a rogue, so that's going to give her the Master Evade. If you do add the Master Talents, 20% chance to dodge specials, and she can deal 50% damage to the attacker. Now, the family bonus for the Outlaws of Liangshan, who she is part of, they become stronger when teamed with heroes of this unique heroes of the same family. So the bonus they get is 50, 60, or 70% critical chance. And that's very important for these heroes because they work off of critical chance. Their passives, their special skills do extra. They have extra critical chance, and they trigger extra things when they hit with critical hits. And that's why it's so important. You can boost them with the critical troops as well. Pardon me. If you don't know what they look like, they're those big beefy suckers that are kind of like one of the first troops that you'll get up next to the mana troops. I mean, they're in the troop portal. I won't go out and have a look at them. Maybe I'll put a picture on the screen. But those troops for these heroes will increase the critical chance. And once you get up to 100%, it's a guarantee that they're going to be doing some critical hits. So yeah, you're not going to be far off if you do level those troops, but then you are going to be missing out on some of the mana bonuses. With this one, I don't think it's going to be a major issue, and we'll get to that in just a moment. They do get extra perks during the War of Three Kingdoms. So they get extra attack, extra defense, and extra health. The attack doesn't really matter that much because it does go up anyway, but with the guys, with the team power of these guys, it's not going to matter. But I can't see why you wouldn't put them on your War of Three Kingdoms defense teams. Passive, health boost on critical special attack. So this is what I was talking about. When the character scores a critical hit with their special skill, they then boost the health of all their allies by 10%. So as long as they hit with a crit hit, they're going to become a healer as well. And they're going to heal for 10%, which is awesome. The second passive, Righteous Rebellion. So when the character's special skill hits a character that has higher current HP, they gain 20% boosted health, just like that. So not only can they be adding 10% health to their entire team, but they can be gaining 20% health if they hit a character with higher HP. If this character gets hit by a special skill of a character that has higher HP at the present point, then they'll gain 20% mana as well. So you see why they're good, right? On defense and on offense as well. And then each of those effects can activate once per turn. So they can both activate at the same time pretty much, or when you hit and when they hit. It's really awesome. I really do like the Righteous Rebellion passive for these heroes. They resist bleed damage. There's quite a lot of heroes that actually do quite a lot of bleed damage. I wasn't really aware until I started sort of figuring it out because I've had to be more mindful of that. But one of the, I rely on Daroga a lot. There's quite a few other heroes, but there's also heroes that give bleed damage as part of the talent class. So they pretty much make the whole barbarian class void. It's pretty cool. It is only one ailment, but it's still pretty decent. Attack up on the Ether talent is probably one of the better ones. So at the beginning of the battle, 20% extra attack. Not that she probably needs it, because just look at that attack stats freaking through the roof. 1851. Are you kidding me? She's just got a whip. Like, what the freaking hell is that whip made out of? 1851 attack is humongous, and rogue class is attacking. It's got the most attack nodes of any class in the game. Without the max power on, we're running a team power of 1225. So yeah, 1281 is humongous. 1225 on the defense, again, really, really strong. And 2206 health. So just crazy good stats. There's nothing bad about this hero so far up to this point. Now, let's have a look what she's actually doing when you get to full mana. So Vicious Trap is going to be the special skill. I can totally see it, unless she is actually a trap. Didn't think of that one. Anyways, so yeah, she's running at fast speed. She casts one of the following special skills. So if an enemy has the bleed status ailment already, this special skill has a chance to deal critical hits. Okay. Deals 300% damage to all enemies, and all enemies receive 1480 bleed damage. This is with the max power on. Without it, it's 1020 bleed damage, but it's still a heck of a lot of bleed damage over 5 turns. And the duration of status ailments is reset for all enemies. So that means she's going to be resetting any other ailments that they had on them already. Remember, this is technically the second part of the special because it only applies if any enemy, it doesn't say if the target has the bleed status ailment. And if they do, it's a massive hit to all. 300% damage at fast speed is crazy. And that amount of bleed damage that's going on over the next 5 turns. I mean, it won't really work against her brethren that are in this family, but they are super hard to come by. Probably some of the rarest heroes in the game. And it's only going to apply to them. The rest of the team, whoever you hit, they're going to be taking that bleed damage in spades, which is awesome. And she's going to be resetting the duration of status ailments that they might already have. So let's say you've hit with freaking, who is it? Dagger. He does poison damage. he does burn damage, and he increases the poison and burn damage, I think, by 50% or something ridiculous. Let's say they had one turn left and then you get her charged as well. I mean, she's running at fast speed. They're both in the same element. So I'm just using them as an example. But then you put the bleed damage on for 5 turns, you refresh, reset the status element that they already had on him, and it's just an absolute massacre. Damn, this girl is good. Anyways, let's see what she does if they don't have the bleed status element. So it says, otherwise, the special skill has a chance to deal critical hits. Okay, just for a recap, because I didn't do it initially, the chance of dealing the critical hit is based on the hero's overall critical chance when the damage is dealt. So that critical chance, the overall critical chance, is here boosted by the family bonus. So they get a bonus from a single hero. They're boosted by 50% critical chance. Your troops can add additional critical chance to that. Or you can obviously have 3 of these heroes from this specific family, in which case you're already starting with 70% chance for a crit hit, which is huge. Then she deals, so if they don't have the bleed status element, she's going to deal 250% damage to all enemies. It's still huge. At fast speed, that's still a lot of damage. And I mean, just look at that ridiculously high attack stat. I mean, I would honestly go all attack all day long with this hero, exactly as they have her here, because you want as much power coming out of that hit as possible. The attack up ether talent's going to help you with that. But yeah, seriously, that's going to hit hard. And then all enemies receive 1200 bleed damage over 5 turns. So that's 200 bleed damage every single turn. And it lasts for 5 turns. So you're probably going to be able to go back around and get her to fire again. And if you do, it's going to ramp up everything. The damage, the bleed damage. She's just a destroyer of worlds, man. Honestly, this chick is crazy good. Yeah, she's a damage dealer, but she's also an ailment disher outer as well. And the critical chance, a lot of people don't understand, the critical chance actually increases the damage of the hit as well. So it's not just that the special skill has a chance to deal critical hits. It's when it's a much higher chance to deal critical hits. And critical hits deal extra damage. So even though it says they're doing 300% damage to all, they're actually going to be doing more majority of the time, at least 1 out of every 2 hits, even if you've only got one of these heroes and no crit troop on. But yeah, it's crazy. Honestly, she's really good. She's really one that you just read over the card and you instantly want, because hit all heroes at fast that do a lot of damage are very hard to come by. And there's another one in the portal where he has a priority dispel and he hits all as well. 450 to the damage to the target with the highest remaining HP and 250 to all others. And then he dishes out water damage, kind of similar. In fact, although I kind of like the priority dispel. So I think I'll probably still give Ruan Jiaokui the edge. But yeah, she's very, very close. And honestly, any of these heroes in this portal are going to enhance your roster no end. So yeah, the War of Three Kingdoms heroes are just crazy good at the moment. Let's look at the summon chances. So legendary featured is 1%. I mean, that's pretty standard. Legendary non-featured is 1.5%. That's interesting. So you got a much higher chance for a legendary non-featured in here than you do for the legendary featured. Kind of makes sense. I mean, you probably want this dude, to be fair. This guy's not that great. In fact, I don't think he's very good at all, despite the fact that I think he runs at very fast speed. Yeah. And there are some other good ones in here as well, but like, yeah, 1.5, man. Oh, it's kind of sucky, because like when you see featured heroes, you would automatically assume that the featured heroes should have higher odds. But unfortunately, in this case, that's just not the way it works. But yeah, all of that being said, humongous. I mean, humongous congratulations if you do get your hands on this lovely lady, as well as either of these 2 featured heroes. They're absolute monsters. Please do let me know in the comments if you do snag her. Let me know what you think of her. Aside from the looks, or even with the looks, even so, let me know about some of your twisted fantasies with Sun Erniang. Do drop us a like as well. If you enjoy the content, obviously consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss anything in the future. Share it with your mother, guys. And I'll see you again in the next video. Bye for now.